Hello, my name is Nicholas Jordan, and today I'll be talking about video games for the youth. Uh, my main purpose for this speech is to show the benefits of letting your children play video games as they're still growing and developing. Overall, for parents, the thought of when or if you should let your children play video games while they're growing up is a very controversial thing. Some believe it's best not to, others don't really care, but overall, they think this because they don't know the benefits that are to be had. They only know the negatives that are revolved around playing video games while growing up, and this is mainly due to social media and other parents telling them that no good can come from games, which just isn't true. While there is negatives, those negatives can be worked around if monitored and managed correctly. So my center idea for the speech is just going over these benefits and saying why these negatives don't really affect overall at all. For starters, video games can help when it comes to problem solving. Many games have you go through mazes, solve puzzles, or different things like that. For example, such games as The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask have you go through different areas or temples where you have to solve puzzles in order to progress in the story and get through those areas, which is good to get the kids thinking about different ways they could quickly manage things in video games. Another example for a game would be such things as Mario. Mario has children figuring out different ways to obstacle through different platforms in the game in order to progress near the end. Another big benefit is hand-eye coordination. When you're playing games, you have to learn different maneuvers with the sticks or maybe even keyboard and mouse, and while using your eyes, connecting that, if I do this with my hands, my character does this, can really help, especially if you're playing games that have quick time events where you have to react fast, or shooters where you have to aim at anyone that's coming at you. It could help your brain function better with hand-eye coordination and overall improve it over time while playing video games. Some cons that people think are associated with playing video games as a young age is a social disconnect, which I believe just is overall a farce. For example, I've grown up playing video games for many years. I'd say I still have a good amount of friends. Plus, many games offer multiplayer online where you can play with real people from all over the world. One of my best friends, actually, I met online a couple years ago, and we've been very close since. And being able to socialize with them and spend time with them is really good for me and my mental health. Also, even if you're playing a solo game, that doesn't mean you have a social disconnect. That solo game can be a conversation starter for other people. Say you see someone who knows that game, or they have merchandise from that game, you can start a conversation with them talking about the game, things you like about it, things you don't, and other things such as that. Another problem is people think that if you begin to play games, you'll develop issues in school, maybe drop in grades. While this can happen, considering you have enjoyment playing games, you might focus on that and want to do that more than schoolwork. I believe if the parent manages what their kid does and how they spend their time, this could be worked around easily. Such ways as making sure that all their work is done before they get on the game, or maybe even using game as a reward, as in you got a good grade, or you finished all your homework today, you can play the game for the rest of the night, or things like that can help them want to improve their games and improve their schoolwork. So, in conclusion, brain development can be highly regarded in video games. It could be improved greatly if the right games are played or if they're monitored. And be sure to check the age rating and make sure that your child is the right age. This can prevent growth in violence, considering they'd be playing the right game. Thank you for your time.